Hello and welcome to Vet Resources Check-In. Today's topic is the power of peer support networks. My name is Jay Zimmerman. I am a U.S. Army combat veteran, and I also serve in the role as a supervisory peer specialist with the Veterans Crisis Line Peer Support Outreach Center. But what I'm here to talk to you today about is the power of peer support, and specifically in regards to the recent crisis in Afghanistan, and why peer support is so important. I know a lot of veterans have been calling and talking to us, and a whole host of emotions surrounding this current situation. A lot of times when things arise in our world like this, many veterans get angry and they shut down. So if you found yourself at this video, if you're hearing me speak, first of all, kudos to you for getting here, because that makes you and me, and that makes two, and that's the start of peer support. So that means neither of us are alone. I'm here and you're here. And I've got people calling from all over the country. Some are angry, some aren't. But regardless, your feelings are valid. But the important part is the connection. You may reach out to someone for help for yourself and wind up being the help that they need. Taking that initial step, that's the huge part. The need to try to resist the urge to shut down, to chew on your anger, to get stuck in your anger. It's important that we persevere and push through that. So what I would like to encourage you to do today with this video is to reach out to a veteran that I don't know, someone that I can't get a hold of, but that you can, a veteran that might be stuck in that same place that I found myself in at times, that you may find yourself in, maybe even currently. Maybe that's what's led you to this place where you're hearing me talk at this moment. So help somebody else in this moment, help them pull out of their anger, the way that folks, that I've served with that might be able to do, people that have helped pull me out of my anger. Because as somebody that has skin in this game, I can tell you I have my own feelings about the situation. And just like you, our feelings are valid. And it helps sometimes to hear from somebody that's been in a situation similar to you. We have a right to our feelings, and nobody can take that away from us. But there's a mixture of emotions, regardless. And as a peer, we're here to support each other and to validate those feelings. However, the thing that we can do in this moment is we can take control of our own situation, take ownership of that situation, empower not only yourself, but empower somebody else. Help that other veteran that you know how to get a hold of, to reach out to. Send them the link to this video. Ask them to do the same thing, to send it to somebody else, to pay it forward. Let them know that we are here, that you're there, that we all care. The VA, we're big, but we can't reach everybody. But with your help, we can reach many, many more people than if we were doing this all by ourselves. Let people know they are not alone. So what I want you to think about, if you would, for a moment, is kind of like, what does your peer network look like? And how could you establish one today? Just to share a bit about my situation with you, I've been broken before, both mentally, physically, and spiritually, and utilizing my peer experience goes far beyond like the work that I do for the VA. I've been consumed before in places where I never thought that I would get out of the negative emotions, and some of the things that the situation has stirred up has maybe brought back some of those emotions, not just for me but for you. And all it took was reaching out, to someone, to another veteran, to a family member, to a friend, perhaps a clergy member, to reach out and grasp that hand and say, I'm here to help you up, to help pull you out of that darkness. Also, consider your community members, service providers. Go to those folks for help. Utilize the tools that you have at hand. Text somebody, text a vet, use your phone, make a phone call, get on social media, or maybe even go old school and write somebody a letter. Think about those times when We may have been deployed, and how important like mail call was to you to get a letter from home. Think about the impact that a letter might make in somebody's life right now that's struggling. We all live the motto, we don't leave a fallen comrade behind. So now, in this moment, think about that fellow vet that you served with, um, that may be struggling. Reach out. We have the ability to start that movement. And sometimes it's just about finding somebody else that's going through the same things that you're going through, dealing with the same things that you are dealing with, or maybe that you've dealt with. You can be the voice in the darkness. It can't always be us. I would love it if we had the ability, but we don't. But again, that veteran community, you know where those resources are. You know where there are veterans struggling. I encourage you to reach out, connect with family members, connect with friends. If you've served, male, female, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, Soldier, I don't care. You're part of my tribe, and we need to be there to support one another. If you're feeling down, if you're feeling helpless, hopeless, the Veterans Crisis Line is there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I encourage you, reach out. If you need somebody to talk to, give us a call. Always somebody there with a warm voice on the other end of the line. If you're interested in talking to a peer support specialist, contact your local VA. Ask them how you can get in touch with one of us. But remember, peer support is so much more than just what the VA has to offer. We have a huge network of veterans that are out there. We signed up for service, and we can still continue to serve. What we have to do is reach out. That's the first step. You took that step today. I encourage you to continue to reach out to those that you know that may be hurting and in need for help. I want to thank you for giving me a few minutes of your time today. Again, thank you, and keep doing the good work.